Today we are back in the kitchen with Chef Lisa Essmyer at Foodio here in Cape Girardeau. How excited are we?
I'm very excited.
What are we making?
We're gonna make a very basic vinaigrette. Perfect for summer. You know, we're rolling into warmer temperatures, so you want something that's light, not gonna make you feel heavy. So I'm gonna show you how to make a basic vinaigrette.
Okay.
And then I'll kind of walk you through how could you flavor it in different ways for different types of salads or that sort of thing.
To anybody who doesn't know, what is a vinaigrette?
It is a salad, like a dressing made with vinegar and oil.
Okay.
Well, what do you know? Do vinegar and oil mix?
Oh, she said no.
No.
She nodded her
No,
head
they don't. So, like, if I poured in this canister a little bit of white wine vinegar and I poured this vegetable oil in there, even if I shook it up, it would come together a little bit, but then eventually the oil and the vinegar would separate.
Okay.
So, when you buy salad dressing at the grocery store, it's kind of an emulsification, right?
Yeah.
So we need something that's going to help to emulsify the dressing so it stays together. And what we're using to do that is some type of mustard. I've got stone ground mustard, which provides a different flavor profile than Dijon mustard. You can also use ground mustard, like mustard powder. We start with, I'm just gonna have you pour some white wine vinegar, well, or do you want to make red wine vinaigrette?
I'm a white wine guy.
Okay.
I'm a white
we're
wine
gonna
guy.
do this. And just, we're gonna go at least a cup. Maybe, actually, so it's marked on the blender canister.
So we're gonna
Don't be scared. Usually you're very timid with the way you pour. It's got a tiny little hole. Just keep going.
Oh, that's
if you
like
go
easy.
too far, if you go too far, I can just add a little more oil, no big deal.
Hey, the more wine, the better.
Right? Well, so with a vinaigrette, technically, if you look it up and you read like the ratio of oil to vinegar, it should be 3 parts oil to 1 part vinegar. I don't actually do that usually because I want a little bit less oil. That we're gonna go, just a little bit more. I'm gonna squeeze it a little bit faster. Try to. We're gonna be here tomorrow.
We'll be here for a while.
Jeffrey's still gonna be putting that in there. I also like to put garlic in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab like, there you go. I might put one more. That's like 6 garlic cloves. I like things garlicky. Another thing that you could do instead of using raw garlic, it's going to provide a different flavor profile. If you say roasted the garlic, wrap it in a little foil packet, add a little bit of olive oil, put it in your oven 375 for 30 minutes or so until it's kind of like pasty consistency. You can mash it with a fork. You could put that in there, and it would make it a little bit sweeter, a little bit of a different flavor profile. But for this, we're gonna just be real easy and use the raw garlic. I like for my vinaigrette to have a little bit of a sweet edge. Of course, you could use granulated white sugar, but we're either gonna use agave nectar or honey. You pick agave nectar or honey.
Let's do some agave nectar because this sounds different.
Okay, and again, I like this because if you put sugar in there, it takes a little bit of time to dissolve. This is already liquid. I'm gonna put this in because
we'll be here all day.
I'm probably adding a couple tablespoons. A couple-ish. We're gonna go ahead and put the oil in there.
Okay.
And we're not gonna do a 3-to-1 ratio of oil to vinegar, but we're gonna go up to about here.
To about 4?
Yep, with the oil.
Okay.
And don't be scared.
I know how to pour this.
Now,
See?
That's great. I'm gonna say let's go with the stone ground mustard because I kind of like the consistency that it does. It adds a little more sweetness and a little more tang. So go crazy. We're gonna do probably a couple tablespoons of that. Like, I know, just keep squeezing and I'll tell you when to stop.
This is kind of funny.
It looks like you're making spätzle.
I don't know what that is.
It is a dumpling, sort of like a battered dumpling that you, anyway. I digress.
Is this enough?
That's great.
Okay.
We're gonna add some salt. This is kosher salt and pepper. We've got salt and pepper.
We got it.
Everything needs salt and pepper. Here.
It's blending time?
It's blending time. Woo. for the whole amount of time. I really just want the garlic to get mixed up. I'm just gonna drizzle a little bit on there. It's easy, it's cheap. I mean, like, those ingredients were next to nothing. Everybody has vinegar. You don't have to use white wine vinegar. You can use
oh my gosh,
distilled white vinegar. Yeah?
This is it, Lisa. This is it.
I need to put that in a to-go box for you guys. I'm not joking. That's for real.
Can I take this to go?
Mm-hmm.